Hello, how's everybody doing? This is Pierre Dur. I wanted to bring, I don't know why, but I'm sorry, excuse me. I wanted to bring my coffee, and my coffee's over there, and I'm over here. So I guess I'm not going to do the coffee. I don't know. I always have coffee during the day, and it seems like, okay, I used to, I smoke less and less. Um, because I would always go out and have a cigarette, but it seems like it's going like my YouTubes are taking more of my time, even when I'm studying all the time, to where that's more important, or it's more, it takes up so much time that it's hard to explain because, like, when you smoke cigarettes, it's something that you really like to do. And now it seems like my thinking about the YouTubes and all the things that I have to do, as far because it is a job, it's taking away from my cigarettes. So it seems like what's happening, and plus you can't smoke inside a lot of places, not like when I was growing up. And what happens is that for me, it seems like the coffee is taking a place of the cigarettes that I don't smoke. So I always have to have coffee with me. I love coffee. That's another subject. Anyway, I know I look pretty bad. It's just that it's my day off and I just want to relax and not worry about so many things. But I have to do something today. And today we're going to talk about the next art project, okay? We haven't done an art in a long time. And now at first it just was art that we were doing, and now it's turned into flash art. And I was thinking, I hope that I named them because I don't now I want to get into the numbers of them because it's easier for me to go back and view certain things, because of the fact if something is not numbered or categorized in a certain way, I can't search it easily and go back. And because I'm working full time, it's very hard for me to, spend time looking back at things. I want to understand things that I did before. So I'm almost so usually when something gets kind of like when it gets kind of like something I'm doing all the time, I try and like number them or do something so that I'm able to search it back. So anyway, the flash art, I don't know. I think I started numbering them, but if not, I'm going to start numbering from now because it's very important. The last one, if you don't know about this segment, is it's about art that I do, and then I make music on it, or you play the guitar from the art piece that I am inspired by. So my last one was so long ago. The reason why it was so long ago is because I said that I was going to do The Truth, which is very an art piece on the truth, which is very, very complex. Not so much complex, it's just that it was hard for me to come up with an idea of how to do it. So I'm going to change the segments also. A lot of people who know this channel very well, they pretty much know everything has like a system. And it's hard for me because I have so many videos and I'm continually doing so many things for me to rehash, I guess I can use that, of everything that I've done because you're part of the station also. So you should know that what makes it a little bit more exciting about the station because it's something that you've worked on also because you know what's happening in the station. So I'm sorry for some of the very simple explanations that I have because there's a lot of people who follow and understand what's like when I do art, they know it's the art section. When I say, and I think, and that's what I gear my art, that's what I gear my station on because every YouTuber has to come to a realization of what they want, who do they want to please, And I came to the realization after a while, I think when I was like at like around 500 viewers, I had to realize that the most important thing that I wanted, most important people that I wanted to entertain was those who I've always been entertaining. And to me, that it helps me out because it's like giving back. I'm saying thank you to my subscribers, and excuse me, and I'm respecting my subscribers because if I took the route to where just get more new subscribers, um, that would just be for me, do everything to get new subscribers, you know. And that's what I started out when I didn't know what I wanted to do. I started out doing that, just making everything appear like, I don't know. It's just so. Anyway, what I decided to do was that's what that's what I base my foundation on is my subscribers that I already have. So that's another reason why my explanations are like they are, because they get to know me very well and I get to know them very well. Believe me, I research how they respond to certain things. And I'm sorry this is a long one for the art project, but it's very important because I haven't did it in a long time, and this is coming to be a regular section on my YouTube. And so I wanted to say something else, but a little point that I had about my YouTube, but it kind of lost that point. But it's not that important, and it may come back to me. So anyway, we got the truth, the one that I'm doing now, and I talked about my subscribers and how I appreciate them, and how that's what my whole thing is about now, is entertaining and understanding and communicating with my subscribers that I have. And oh yeah, there's one thing I wanted to say. Oh yeah, about the likes. Now I can understand. I never, and I hope I don't ever think about, the most important thing is that very important to have the likes and the subscribers. But one reason why I don't, how can you say, in a lot of YouTubers, they always, they say subscribe, give likes. I don't know what that is, you know what I mean? I can't say it in a form of one word or explanation, but that's what they do. And I appreciate that, and they help me out to like their videos and stuff like that, and I think it's very good. I'm taking these shoes off because I'm going to be shorter. But I don't do that, and it helps me because if you like, and I said this before, if you're liking my video and you forget that you like it, and that by the end you forget to put the like button, I mean, that means something to me. You understand what I mean? I mean, and you didn't like it. Okay, you didn't verb like it, you know what I mean? And maybe you forgot or whatever. That means something, okay? If you didn't put a like on it, it means something to me. If you didn't view it, it means something to me. If you viewed it, it means something to me. But if I go in and trying to influence your likes or subscriptions, or saying that please subscribe or something like that, then I'm interrupting, to me, the truth. And now I'm doing a project on the truth. So that's why I don't do that, because it gives me a better idea of what to do to entertain, what to do to communicate to my subscribers. So anyway, now we changed this segment a little bit, okay? I was doing, this one is going to be on the flash art. I'm going to number it from now on if it doesn't have a number, and this one's going to be the truth. It was very hard for me to come up with it, But before in the sections, I used to break down one. I used to call it breaking down the last one and then doing another one. The only change I'm going to have is I'm not going to call it a breakdown. I'm just going to tell you the name of the next art project, okay? If I get through the truth, which is very, very difficult for me to get through. I can't believe it. Okay, so now we're working this section like we used to always do. From now on, now I'm just taking this down like I used to do all the time. And this was in here I had started I started the truth, okay? The art, the flash art, the truth. And it was so difficult. I didn't know what. It took me all this time, believe me, to really come up with an idea of how I'm going to finish this, okay? I think this is the one that took the longest of everything. I'm not sure, but I can't say that. So anyway, now I'm going to, because it took so long, it was Christmas came, and I had to put this Christmas up, and thank God it was able to cover it, you know? And I did a lot of Christmas videos on it. But I still kept the idea that I have for the truth up, okay? So now I'm gonna take it down. I don't like to get off screen. So I'm gonna push this back and you're gonna see me take it down, okay? Okay, and then you're gonna see me take it down, okay? Oh. And then you're gonna see the partial of the truth. Where I had started the truth. And I try to keep my voice up because my friend told me, always remember everything she says, that sometimes when my back is faced, they can't hear me. So look at this. So I had put the truth in here. I'm still looking. I don't. Okay. I'm trying to think of, well, actually, just follow me what I'm doing. I'm not going to say too much now, because I'm going to get this done. And then you're going to see what I started on. You're going to see what I started on as far as the last project is concerned. I really enjoyed the Christmas. I really enjoyed the Christmas, this Christmas. I really enjoyed doing the videos on the Christmas. It was really great. So anyway, you see this. This is all these things I did to put up this Christmas paper. The blue, all the blue. That's it. I think this is enough. I could keep the blue in here because that has something to do with the truth, okay? So I think I'm gonna keep the blue in what I have in here. Now I got a big mess right here. So anyway, now we're talking about the truth as far as my video is concerned. I don't know why this always goes to the back. Okay, now you can see that, maybe I can put it up a little bit or keep it like this. Well, I can talk louder, okay? Now you see how I started this? This is actually a Band-Aid. This is actually some wood that I have had for a long time. Scotch tape that I use all the time. This is one, because I do art all the time on my music. This is one piece that I worked with at one point in time. This is a fake letter or whatever that I had. Jan to Rick. It's not me, it's two characters, Jan and Rick. And I put down from and it's like a letter, a love letter or whatever, which they don't do in real nowadays. Everything is email. Um, and this is some of the paper I work with. All these things happened because I had the Christmas thing up, okay? Because I just tore it down. So you get the idea of what I have for the truth as far as the art project is concerned. Now, I made the definition of, and I came up with a definition of, and when I say things like that, I want to say because I want to show you that the channel means something, that it's going in the right direction, and that it's worth something, not for me myself. It's totally for the station, you know. So when I say I did this or I created, when I say I created yoga, I created yoga, American yoga, okay? It's, I'm talking about yoga. I had people from India who used to, anyway, they're probably mad at me. But anyway, I redid American yoga, okay? So I captured it. And I have to talk about this a little bit, about this yoga. It's not that I'm saying it's better than anybody else's, but it's American yoga. It's the way Americans think. I grew up here. I was born here. I'm American. And that's the only reason why I can call it American Yoga by Pierre Dieu, okay? Does it talk about their yoga in a bad light? It's not that it talks bad about it. It just, the only thing I'm saying is what happened to a person who's taken yoga all their life. And then I observe it and then I say the truth, so that's the only thing I want to talk about, American yoga. But what I wanted to say is when I say Pierre Dieu, okay, did this, or Pierre Dieu did this, like I'm getting ready to say Pierre Dieu came up with the explanation of a definite description of the truth, okay? And I said everything you do. And when I say that, it's to promote the channel, not pretty much to promote me. Because in life, you have to do things. You have to, and I have to do the channel because, I would like to, it's something that I like to do and something that I want to do better at and something I want to monetize or make money off to do. Not so much for money, but because I want to spend my time just on YouTube. So in order to do that, you have to, you have to do all these things like they tell you to do. So anyway, the only thing I'm trying to say is, if I say Pierre Dieu or I did this or I did that, that's for the station. That's all point blank. I'm not trying to get some feeling like I'm so great or whatever, thing like that. So now I want to say that I came up with a definite definition of the truth. And I've said it everywhere on different platforms and everything. And it's everything you do, okay? Everything you do. And I state that it doesn't mean anything. Like now, everything you do, it seems kind of funny, okay? But is it really funny? Our problem is, in today's society, is that we don't really notice things, which is not true for really Christians, okay? We don't, the Christian part of ourselves, okay? Because we don't really notice something until something bad happens, which is really sad. And the thing I don't like about is society is everything's geared for, unless something bad happens. I had some things happen, and it was really that. It was something about, it had to do something about work, but I don't want to explain it. And something was happening, and I noticed, and I didn't understand it. Well, I prayed to God about it, and He helped me anyway. And not just saying that He helped me, because I needed help. And the thing about it is nobody could help me because something bad didn't happen, okay? And and now I got to see why in the world am I saying this? Okay, so we don't notice. Okay, now I understand. We don't notice until something bad happens. Okay, so that's what I'm talking about, the truth. Okay, and that the only reason why I went out there, because I wanted to show you how we train our minds to look for like something bad or something. It doesn't have any significance unless something bad happens. But that's the way that the people who do the movies kind of brainwash us. I can say brainwash, although it's not such a big. It's not actually brainwash because we decide to watch them. That everything has to have something bad in it. But if we had like more Christian movies, I'm not talking about religious Christian movies, just more Christian, the way the Christian mind is, movies, we would have movies that we don't have to see something bad. You know what I mean? If you understand where I'm going at. But the reason why I'm talking about that is because the definition of the truth. The definition of the truth is my definition of the truth. Pierre Durr, the station's definition of the truth. Everything you do. And I put it on other platforms. But now, because I'm doing the art, I'm expressing it this way. It's everything you do. And what I'm saying now, it seems so trivial. And it seems like I was saying, it doesn't seem like it's worth anything. But do something wrong. Like, for instance, okay, your taxes, okay? I mean, when I say the truth is everything you do, I mean, like, see this? Everything I did, okay? I mean, this is not mine, but this is just this is one, it's not a love letter, but I faked this love letter, but it's still something that I did. Okay, I faked the love letter, but I want you to see that there's a love letter in here, but it's still something that I did. This thing right here was made for Christmas, so that's something that I did. This is something that I did. Whatever I do is the truth. Also, when we come to our taxes, which I have to do my taxes. The only reason why I don't do my taxes is because why does it cost so much? I mean, like, it costs like $300 to do taxes, okay? $300 to do taxes, and you have to have this health insurance, which they don't even help you. You know what I mean? And then that charges money too. You know what I mean? Like, I don't understand that. So I'm just talking about the taxes. So anyway, but it's still going back to taxes and this art project. It's everything you do. Okay, the taxes. Okay. You have to worry about everything that you did during that year that had to do something with money or to get money back. And not just that, but you have to pay other people. All those things are things that you have to do. So that's the truth. So the tax people want to know the truth. And what's the truth? It's everything you did. So now you can see that it's not trivial. And then, I hate to say this, but I got to use a bad example. If something bad happens, okay, like, I'm not going to mention any, there's so many bad examples that I can use on the news. So the most popular ones that I know now, but I'm not going to explain them in detail. Like, there's one person that got killed by a whole bunch of people, okay? And they were working for this person, or for us, our taxes, okay? And they killed him, like, and the camera secretly obtained the footage. Everything they did, how they did it, that's the truth. Everything you do. So you can see it's not trivial. And there's one person that I saw that was looking slow motion, did the thing slow motion, and she noticed something, how they were relating to each other in what they were doing. It didn't have sound. It doesn't need sound. Everybody says it needs sounds. It doesn't need sound. You know what I'm talking about. I'm talking about the people who killed the inmate. And I know it was a bad person, but we're talking about, this is the way we do society. But what I'm saying is that every detail. You don't need, what I was saying in the beginning, that you don't need sound. Without sound, it's even more sound. Because if you have an ASL person, American Sign Language person, they can tell you exactly what they're saying. 100%. Okay? So anyway, so that's everything that you're doing. Now is, you can see that the definition is the truth. I mean, it's everything you do, everything they did, everything they thought about is still something that they did, and how intricate everything you do is. Okay, the definition of what Pierre Dur, this channel, has to do, and I said it before that. Everything you do, okay? So, that's another definition. So, I'm saying the reason why I put the bad things in is because I said I was going to state one more. This is another one that I don't want to see all these bad things on. I don't want to record all this bad, but it's bad in these, when I'm looking on YouTube. I mean, there was one person who just wanted to get a sandwich, okay? A sandwich, and something happened, an altercation, and the girl, now you know, just because it's a girl, it doesn't mean that she can't whip your ass or she can't beat you up. I don't care how big and strong you are. It doesn't make a difference, male or female, because they will come at you in a different direction. So anyway, and I'm not saying that to be funny. I'm just saying it showed me something that how you just can't be. And this person, I guess they were arguing on a line or something, or maybe somebody went in front of her or whatever. But this girl, she seemed like she was very beautiful and tall. And I could tell, most likely she would never have done that. But something happened. But everything they did has to be found out. Everything she was thinking is everything that she did. Everything he was thinking was everything that they did. The order of line or whatever, those are all these truths that come in contact with each other. Anyway, she ended up stabbing and killing him. And I didn't want to say the details, but anyway, I said the details. But everything that they were thinking about is everything that they were doing. Everything they did is everything that they were doing. You understand? So now you can see the truth about how important it is. Although it's a simple explanation, it's everything that you do. You know what I mean? And I wanted to say that that's what Jesus said. I'm going to put Jesus in it. What I'm saying is, like, when Jesus was talking about Pontius Pilate, he goes, what is the truth? Well, I'm sure he told him 100%. He told him it's everything you do, and he was probably saying, "Oh, that's so trivial. It doesn't make any sense." Okay, most people say that, but that's, I'm trying to get you an explanation of why I've said this. But now I'm doing the art project, and it took a long time for me to come up with. So anyway, I'm gonna bring this up, I guess, and because I'm gonna show you now, according to the way we usually do this section. I hope this thing is still going on. Wow, it's going on. Can you believe it's only 20 seconds? I thought we were talking longer than that. So anyway, I got this. I forgot to get the scissors. But this is one thing that I wanted in the beginning for this section. And I got my art store. I can plug them. They're really nice. I guess around where I live and work, there's no art places, but this art place helped me out, so I can talk about them. So I told this guy, and I talked about him before, that I wanted some kind of wire, okay? And the reason why I wanted to wire, because I wanted the wire to go through everything, okay? Sort of like time, you know what I mean? So time and everything that you do, I'm still getting that, putting that together, okay? So I wanted to put the wire, and I always explain how I do the flash art. But now, and then after I leave this channel, this section right here, then I actually come up with it. Maybe I make some changes, but pretty much it's pretty much what I do on this this section. So anyway, so what I decided and what I wanted to do is I wanted this to go through like a pattern, like a circle or maybe like squares, and put it something to signify time. It seems like I wanted to do that. And there's another thing I wanted to do was I wanted to have the wire go through everything to signify what you do. So you kind of see what I'm trying to get at. We have time and then what you do. So I'm kind of trying to muster those two things together. But I know I'm going to use wire in some way. So I wanted to put like wire like you see this like right here, and then have it go through that, have it go through this, have it go through this. And then that's one idea. And then the other idea was to have a spectrum, like to where it's already it's like a time spectrum or a space spectrum, to where everything that you do is on the spectrum. If I can use, let me see if I can use that word the right way, because this is important. Okay, so now I'm going to see. Okay, so I said I wanted to use a spectrum, and I want to see if that's a good word. Okay, I'm looking up spectrum. I'm sorry. Okay, let me see. Definition. Make sure.
Septum.
Septum, it's not septum. And I want to say spectrum. So I got SB. I don't have my glasses on. Spectrum. Okay, now I got spectrum, okay?
Spectrum.
Okay, spectrum, okay? So I'm saying a band of colors as seen on a rainbow, produced by separation of components of light by their different degrees, used to classify something or suggest that it can be classified in terms of its position on a scale between two extremes and opposites. So that one goes close to it, spectrum. I mean, it's not something in the dictionary, but because in this station we come up with all these new things, or we see things in a certain light, so I have to utilize certain definitions that don't exist for the work that we do in our station, in this station. So I'm going to use it as a spectrum. So it's pretty much close to this one. Used to classify something or suggest that it can be classified in terms of its position or a scale between two extreme or opposite points. So that's good. And I can also use the first one, a band of colors as seen in a rainbow, produced by, okay, kind of like, what I'm trying to say, or degrees, light by their different degrees of refraction. So what I'm trying to say is I wanted to make another thing. I already showed you one example, is I wanted to have like a spectrum of what as far as the station of what I explained to you, a spectrum of this space and time. Like, for instance, that goes over this whole art project. And then in the spectrum, I put these truthful things in that happened. Okay? So, I'm going to learn something with this. Okay? So, I'm almost sure I want the spectrum. And then I do want the wire also. Okay? Like I told you I wanted to do. So, we're going to have those two ideas come together. So I have my idea of the spectrum, which is, like the whatever, that everything that is being done on it is inside of it, or, is seen by the spectrum, if you understand what I'm talking about. And then everything has to go through it, like I told you, like the wire that I had. Now, okay, so so I hope you enjoyed this one. This is so next time you see it, the truth, the flash art is going to be done. Okay, so then I show you the art piece, and then after I show you the art piece, then I do a music thing on it. So thank you very much, and I really enjoyed this one. I've missed this one so bad, this section on flash art. So thank you very much for joining, and I'll see you soon. Bye bye.